Hey guys, welcome back. I was just trying to turn the bike around to show you guys the other side and sort of the perspective on that, and then my workhorse just kind of gave up the ghost. So yeah, I think it's time for a new plan. Okay, so I'm really liking the direction that the mock-up is going with this. I don't have the seat on right now. It's on a little bit of a forward-facing slope from where the mount broke, but that, as you can see it, so if you can imagine the bike going downhill, is the look. Now, I was actually going to start today by talking about sort of perspective and stuff, and my original thought was that I was going to throw it up on this, put a support piece in, tank and seat were just going to fall into place, which it all has kind of happened that way. But I sort of was sitting in bed last night thinking about it, and I really want to see how this looks on the ground in its own stance with tires before I really commit, because this pipe may have to come up. I could go up an inch or down or a lot more in that perspective. The parts I've cut, I'm totally happy with cutting. I wouldn't change that anyway, but I really just want to make sure it has the right fit while it's on the ground. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit, which is probably a good idea anyway, seeing as my workhorse needs a little bit of attention. But I think I'm going to build up most of the bike and then strip it down again. So I'm going to get my wheels off. I wanted to get those either painted or powder coated before I put tires on, but I think I'm just going to put the tires on, get it sitting on the ground in its stance, see where the tank is obviously going to end up, and then do my bar adjustments before I commit to welding, see how the seat goes with that. Yeah, and just sort of take a step back. So let's start by getting this thing on the ground. Yeah, because there's only two mounts holding the engine to the whole frame, rather than me try and pick up the whole thing, I'm going to leave the engine tied on and just pull the frame off of it, and I should be able to lower it down in one piece. Or should I do that with tires on? And take the wheels off first. The back rim, I've already done the spokes on them. It was missing probably 5 to 8 spokes, and the rest were in terrible shape. This one is actually not too bad. It needs a little bit of adjustment. I see 1, 2, 3 missing ones, but everything else that's there seems okay. So I think I'm just going to stick with it right now to get the tire on, and then later on look into what I'm going to do with the spokes. These are 17 by 3 inch. actually ironic about this is that this morning I was out walking my dog and I saw my neighbor was throwing away one of these benches. And I actually said to my wife, I was just like, you know, if I didn't have one, I'd grab that. And haha. All right, now I've got a kickstand. Now we can mock up properly where I think my seat and tank are gonna go. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. It has the look I pictured. It has the style I pictured. It's comfortable to sit on, and I'm happy with all of the tank, the seat, the handlebars, the whole thing, and even where my temp tank and seat bar is. So what I'm going to start to do is replace my mock-up with actual steel that I can weld and get that put in the spot, then start on my seat mounts. I've got to weld up the holes here where the original wiring for the ignition switch went through, and on the other side where the actual key switch was. The key will be moved down somewhere in the center section of the bike. I'm not sure which side it's going to come out on, wherever really there's room. Still have to cut off the passenger foot peg mounts. So let's redo that frame piece. This is the one I'm going to weld on. I've got really nice contact points up there. I've made it a little bit higher. I'm going to try and get in a little bit around here with the weld, but I've got great lines on the front and the back. So I've almost replicated what I did before. Still going to prop it up a bit, I think. Just bring it up just ever so slightly. But let's clean up and get some things spot welded in so that we can start to do the mounts. Based on that, I can find my marker for my front guy right there. Perfect. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave comments, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.